back, subscribers. Today we're going to be doing a story time about how I used to do all different kinds of hobbies ranging from clay to paint to jewelry making, and how I landed on making art and animations. So for those of you who may remember, back when I was doing polymer clay, I had posted videos of my attempts of me trying to make and sell polymer clay charms. I was inspired by quite a few YouTubers, some such as Polymomoti, Creative Raichi, and more on Instagram was Dragons and Beasties or How Many Dragons. I loved all of these sculptures, and I actually would like to do some fan art for some of these sculptures, because it's been quite a few years since I have done any polymer clay. I'm not sure if I will pick up on doing polymer clay, but if I do, I will probably make Vixey or Dangel as a little sculpture so that I can have them sitting on my desk. But let me tell you the nightmarish story that I had when trying to figure out how to make polymer clay, because just as it is in the art world, people are going to get mad at you if you try and copycat them, because they have the rights to their own merchandise because it is their own original creations. So, back when I first started, I saw that Polymomoti and several other creators had their own unique sculptures, such as the Stitch Bunnies, and for dragons and beasties, well, they're dragons. And the designs of them in particular were something that people I had seen all over the internet tried to recreate, and it doesn't go so well. And also because it's their creations, they have the rights to it, and you can make a dragon, of course, and you can make a bunny that's also a plushie, but not trying to blatantly recreate it or say that you made it yourself. When I was inspired and motivated to try to create my own original creations, I thought, why don't I try and make dragons that look like chess pieces? What I mean by this is quite simply I didn't give them arms or legs. They were just wings, a cylinder for their body, and their head. And that was it. And I liked it, and it was cute, and honestly, I might make some more of them later on down the line when I have the patience, because let me tell you, clay is a delicate balance. If you want to get it to turn out the way you want it to, you have to have everything prepared and have the patience for it, and dainty fingers. It's kind of like baking a cake. You need to know all the steps and make sure that you have the right measurements for it, because the amount of times I wasted clay by making it too small or too big was frustrating. You have to measure out the sizes if you want to make the same of the creations, because when trying to make earrings, I had to make sure that they matched, and most of mine did not. One was smaller than the other one had smudges. I honestly don't know how they could use those tiny needle dot tools to get the eyes and the stripes and all of that on there with paint. I tried acrylic paint, I tried specific paint that was made for clay. Every time I made it, it would get burnt in the oven or it would smudge. I would even try and do it after, so that way it wouldn't, but even then it still wasn't holding very well when I tried to put the varnish or gloss over top of it. And then the gloss that I used kept smearing and getting sticky, so I'd have my grandmother and other people who would purchase these, and they would be like, after like a month or less, they would just disintegrate pretty much. They would be sticky, the earrings would fall out, even when I would try to use super glue to hold the earrings together. It was definitely an experience, and I will say that doing different hobbies has shown me the stuff that I enjoy doing versus the stuff that I feel I can enjoy and be good at. And I'm quite certain that of all the hobbies that I have picked up, that is the one that I have done the second longest. Art being the longest that I have been doing, whether that was working with colored pencils or markers all the way up to digital art. I feel it's a lot easier for me to work with my hands with a pencil or something that I know that I can guide, rather than trying to delicately hold clay that could be air dry or bake clay. It's such a delicate procedure, and it always frustrated me when I would squish my sculptures. So, after that, I only had a few other hobbies that I had picked up along the way, which were pretty fun, but I didn't do as much of these hobbies because they were just kind of a one-off thing where I just lost motivation and had sort of an art block when it came to making my illustrations. Back in 2018 and 2019, between working on illustrations and trying to save up for an iPad Pro, I had decided to buy some yarn, tried crocheting and failed miserably, then I tried knitting and had some success. I managed to knit my boyfriend a scarf and a beanie, and I attempted to make another scarf for myself, but that project is still sitting collecting dust at the moment. But I do know how to knit, how to purl, how to cast on and cast off, so I have the basics, and I also had tried to do felting. If you guys have seen on my Instagram, I tried to follow Casey Golden with sewing some Christmas ornaments, because I thought that would be a nice gift for my family, so that was sort of like a just for November and December kind of project. And let me tell you, the amount of times that I have poked my fingers with the needles and many art tools, including X-Acto knives, when I decided to try washi tape. I have like 50 washi tapes, and I still haven't used them. I did 2 washi tape projects, and now I just have a pile of washi tape that I'm considering selling or donating, because I don't know what to do with it. There's just so many of it, and it's such a cool project, but the patience with the X-Acto knife, and the fact that sometimes washi tape sticks and tears my paper, or it doesn't stick at all and it just falls off, frustrated me. So, over the years, out of all of the illustration tools that I have used, digital art is my favorite, watercolor and markers is my second, and then knitting would be my third. All the other ones I enjoy doing, but are frustrating, and I would recommend at least trying them out once in your lifetime, because it's a lot of fun, and there are some projects out there that I still want to do in the future. Let me know what you guys thought of this video, and happy April Fools, everyone! Stay possum, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!